Travis, it was a great win for Queensland, a bad loss for New South Wales, and joining us now, New South Wales Chief Advisor Greg Alexander. Brandy, thanks for joining us. Obviously, you just jumped off the plane, you've come straight into the studio. It was a tough loss last night, there's no doubt about that. Where did it go wrong?
It was. I think that was the biggest loss Freddie's that's happened under Freddie's coaching. So that's into his sixth season. I just thought they executed better. They defended better. They defended more desperately. Because we had our chances with the ball. We had a lot of footy. We had some good. We had good field position, but we just didn't make it count.
Yeah.
You can't keep missing your opportunities.
Yeah, of course. And we spoke about moments too before game two, because we mentioned that maybe missed a few moments in game one. Now, the rugby league world today, everyone's talking about Damien Cook, bringing him off when Trbojevic went down, which was a huge loss for you guys, and putting Cook in the centres. What was the thought process behind that, and do you guys still stand by that decision?
Yeah, I guess you go back to picking two hookers. So you opt to not pick a back on the bench or an outside back on the bench, someone to cover the outside back. So that's the first, I guess, roll of the dice. Queensland do it. They pick Ben Hunt or Harry Grant on the bench. They don't pick an outside back. So you try and fill those positions with players that you've got on your bench. Now, Cameron Murray, you would think would... that Cameron was certainly an option to play in the centres. He's done it before. Some time ago, and he's played on an edge for New South Wales. We just thought coming off a groin injury and being too wide defensively that he normally is, the player that was most dangerous in game one for us was Reece Walsh, coming around the back trying to create 3-on-2. And we thought, well, I don't know if Cam's going to be able to match Reece Walsh. So we thought speed, Cookie. Cookie's a smart player. He trained at centre. He knew that was coming. He knew he was a chance of playing.
So did he train at centre?
He spent some time at centre through the week. Cookie is an ex-winger. He grew up playing on the wing and in the centres. So although it's a long time ago, it doesn't leave you. You're not. But it was primarily because we thought he could match Reece Walsh, who comes around the back and cross. He's got the speed. Now, I thought Cookie had some good moments. God, he came on in the third minute. That's a tough ask. Got to half-time, we thought about bringing Cameron on into the centres for Damien. We decided we desperately needed Cameron Murray in the middle. I thought that was our way of breaking Queensland's defence down, because we weren't getting around them. We weren't creating extra numbers on the edge, which was disappointing, and that was part of the reason I think why we went down. I thought our week was great. Our preparation was fantastic. I was confident that I thought, if we play the football I know these blokes can play, we're a massive chance of winning the game, even though it's up there in Queensland. But we didn't play the football that I thought those players that we had on the field, their best footy. They didn't play their best. Just
back with Cam Murray, was he a chance? Did you think about starting him, or was it because of the groin injury that you thought maybe hold him back a little bit?
Look, Isaiah starts at lock, so it's hard to fit both in the team, both start the team. You don't want to start with a small middle, because if you pick Cam in the middle with Isaiah and Payne, you're starting with a smaller middle. So you start with the two front rowers, Junior and Payne, and Isaiah. The plan was to bring Cookie and Cameron Murray on together 30 minutes into the game. So just to speed up the ruck and have the two South boys play together in the middle. Well, that didn't happen because Tommy went down. And either Cam plays in the centres or Cookie plays in the centres.
Brandy, you spoke about moments. One of those moments was Stephen Crichton. He has that long run. Sometimes if you can jag some points, you get some confidence. That was a moment, wasn't it, there? And I thought if New South Wales scored there with the pressure that they were under, especially the scoreboard pressure, that you guys could have had a mini fight back.
The late try from Queensland in the first half, Gordy, to make it 10-0. If Crichton had been able to grab some points, if we had been able to score a try, things might have been different, but they weren't. We didn't score a try, and that left us 10-0 down at half-time, even though I didn't think either try was a try from Queensland.
Well, the first time...
There's no point me going down that line, because they scored 4 tries in the second half.
But still, the momentum was against you there early, and I think that's underestimated playing at Suncorp. That first try was questionable, could have went either way. Second one, definite forward pass. But moving on, and we spoke after game one about moments and how we didn't quite take them in game one, and it cost us the game. And in game two, I feel like it was the same.
Yeah.
We had so much ball, so much opportunities, but the attack just didn't look like, they didn't look in sync. They didn't look like, to me, they just looked a little bit clunky. How
agree.
did you see it?
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I didn't think our tack looked good. You know, and quite often now, whether this is whether it was Queensland's defence and they just got there in numbers, or whether it was just us not being able to create the extra number or not being able to find the hole for the ball runner. And we did a lot of this sort of stuff where we'd go to an edge and then flip it back and try and create something back on the middle. So I agree. It wasn't fluent.
Yeah. So you think it was their defence or more our attack? Well, I thought it was more our attack. If I'm looking at it, I thought it was. They defended great, right? But I just thought we had so much opportunity.
A team with the players that we had on the field should be able to break down a defence with the amount of ball and field position we had.
Yeah.
Brandy, I saw Freddie, he got interviewed at the airport. He said there's two ways to go. We can sort of wait for 2 weeks or we can look into the future. Then I've been in that situation with Queensland where they made 10 changes after we'd lost, 2 games in a row. Is that something that you guys will look at?
Well, I'm sure we'll look at everything good. Yeah, there's still 2 weeks of footy left and a bit of time.
Yeah,
but getting over last night first.
Yeah, I know. But, is it about game 3? Yeah.
Just give us time to settle.
But is it about game 3 or is it about next year and just building and getting some young kids?
I guess like everything, there might be a little bit of both. It might be a game. Well, you don't want to be beaten 3-0 in a series, but there might be some players that you are thinking about that might deserve a crack. And we had a couple of players on debut on the weekend. I thought Reece Robson was very good.
He was.
I thought he's tough bugger. He's an Origin player.
Definitely. So he'll be a walk-up star for game 2, we know that.
Don't know, bro.
You still enjoying this, Brandy? You still enjoying this?
You've got me on a bad day.
I know. I have to ask, but it's been tough for you and Freddie, regardless. We've all got, we're all passionate, aren't we?
We are, but seriously, it's a privilege to be involved in Origin. It is, and to be mixing for a week with the best players in the game, it's a privilege, and I've loved it. I don't like losing, but who does?
We've all been in those shoes.
Yes.
All right, Brandy, thanks for coming on. I know it's been tough, so thanks for coming on. We appreciate it.
Thanks,
mate.